y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages, okay? Like and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always loved and appreciated, okay? God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart, you are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please, please, please give my beautiful Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hello, lovers. Okay, what's poppin'? This is going to be an Archangel Michael and Isis or ish reading, okay? So what is it? Okay, take a chance, take a risk, okay? So now is the time for action, which is what I said in all the readings today, okay? It says, you never know what's lurking, okay? And it says, focus eyes on the prize, okay? So I feel like there could be some risk, some step you want to take out, okay? Some step you want to make. I said some step you want to take out. Maybe you want to take out a step. Maybe you want to skip a step in whatever it is that you're doing, you know, and you feel like this is a big risk. You know, I feel like you're being encouraged to take the risk on whatever it is that you want to do. It says if you pounced on this card, it means it's time to take a risk, no matter the consequences. Shoot for the moon without having all the answers, clarity, and certainty you think you need, and without knowing the outcome in advance. Permission is what you are seeking. Give it to yourself. Your head or your ego wants certainty and is the skeptic, but is in service of your heart and your truth. Your heart embraces the mystery, your growth and expansion into the full cosmic you. Trust that everything you need right now without Trust you have everything you need right now without having it all figured out. Notice how resistance is showing up through exercises and waiting for someone else to do whatever you think they need to before you act. Okay. So, you could be getting met with resistance in your goals, okay? Or like being like, "Oh, I can't do this until so and so does that." And then that's becoming a reality for you. Like you might have people like showing up late or, you know, lagging, or finding yourself really waiting for somebody to do something before you can do whatever it is that you need to do, because you affirmed that you need to wait for them, okay? It says, what is your history with risk? It could be that as a kitten, your parents only took calculated risks, which led to a comfortable and safe life, curling up with routine and little excitement or stimulation. Maybe you had parents that constantly drug the whole litter around, unable to consistently provide basic needs for food, shelter, and nurturing. Perhaps you've taken risks yourself that resulted in misfortune and vowed to never take these risks again. It's possible you take risks too easily and frequently with little thought, preparation, or planning that ends up draining the finances, crippling relationships, and life energy. Whenever you are on the continuum of risk taking, it's time to leave old cages behind, putting one paw in front of the other. Despite fears and hesitations, mistakes are a key ingredient to success and moving forward in your life, okay? It says takes, okay? Because, you know, you really don't make mistakes, you know, but spirit will put you through a mistake in order to show you something or some way that your business is going to need to grow in order for you to be ready for certain steps and certain things and to deal with certain people, okay? It says, your growth, development, happiness, and fulfillment depend on new discoveries about yourself and your capacities. Stretching beyond your comfort zone can put you into a new space, one filled with adventure, passion, and purpose. No time like the present to cultivate courage, trust in yourself and the universe. You will land on all fours, okay? So you can be very focused, having your eyes on the prize, wherever you want to go, but you're afraid to step out into these new beginnings. And you know, your guides are saying take a risk, okay? And also Simple Things, okay, by Usher. It's the simple things in life we forget. You hear her talking, but don't hear what she said. Why do you make something so easy, so complicated? Searching for what's right in front of your face, but you can't see it. Okay, you could be missing signs and things because of your fear of risk, because of your fear of jumping. Okay. Also, what does he say? Um, so you think that you know what's important. Steady chasing your fame and your fortune, but you don't know you're chasing a dime, losing a treasure. Those dollars don't make sense to me at all. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing at this time, okay, you're not going to harvest because you're chasing this money, okay? You're going to harvest because you're chasing this happiness, because you're taking this leap of faith as something that you know that your heart wants to do with the Queen of Cups, you know? That is why you're going to get blessed, okay? It's not going to be because you're searching for this money, okay? We got the sun. But you're attracting this nice sunny energy to your life, and with the Nine of Pentacles, this fear of taking this risk has got things moving a little bit slow for you at this time. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords, because standing in your truth is going to be very important, very detrimental to you. You know, standing in your wisdom, and if you don't really feel very wise, then just look back over those you know, not so great shadowy moments that you've had in your life, and prove yourself wrong. Okay, you are well equipped to handle everything that you're trying to walk in and do at this time. Okay, it says like a lance of lucidity, the Ace of Swords signifies a powerful new beginning and an elevated understanding of the world around you. Way to elevate your consciousness, bruh. Okay, it says though the blade is sharp, it's not used for mincing. It cuts through malarkey and gets to the point. It offers clear thinking, honest communication, creative vision, and aha moments aplenty. Consider this card the cosmic LASIK procedure that'll remedy years of cloudy sight. Focus ensues, epiphanies abound. Bring in the orchestra and scene. Okay, it says, I see everything, I know more than ever, and I still don't understand cloud computing. Okay, so I feel like, you know, you might not understand everything or see where everything is going, but also I feel like you're in a very clear place. Like you're seeing things very clearly. Like you're not tripping, okay? Everything is being revealed to you at the right time in the right way, okay? You are experiencing this breakthrough energy, but there's still a couple of fears in there that's got you feeling afraid, you know what I mean? But Spirit's saying it's because you're not looking at it. You're not trying to step into whatever you're doing for the simple reasons. You're not doing it because you love it or you just care about it or it's just something that you want to do or because it's something that you're called to do and oh yeah, it lights you up. You could be, you know, doing it for money, and so then something doesn't look like the right step because it doesn't come with billions of dollars, you know. But Spirit's saying you have to build your way up to those things. Okay, what else? Yeah, we got reflective truth, you know. Get very reflective with yourself, you know, because sometimes something is seems like a great move and it seems like it's going to bring you all of this money, but is it what you truly want? Is it going to make you happy? Is it going to have you lighting up, and is it going to be lighting up a lot of people around you, you know, or is it going to have you in an exiled energy? You know, you need to be somewhere where you feel like your work, your job, it should be healing to you. It should be a place where you feel comfortable, you know, a place that provides faith that things are going to work out, you know. Your job or whatever it is that you want to do, that is your life purpose, it should fill you up in a different kind of way. Okay, and we got transformation and manifestation. I feel like you're being transformed into this, like your mind is being transformed into this different way of thinking, you know. We got emotional freedom, okay, that's leading to this breakthrough and with this higher perspective, you know. And then we got wisdom with psychic intuition, okay, and truth, okay. And then we got celestial assistance under that. Majestic eminence. Like I feel like there's some big energies coming into you, you know. But sometimes those energies can be ushered in if there is fear in the way or anything low vibrational, really, or if you're just not being very honest with yourself about where you want to go and what it is you want to make, because it creates like this, like this push and pull between you. Let me see. I'm hungry. My stomach hurts. Okay. It says, reflective truth resonates to innocence and divine truth. When souls are faced with the mirror of truth, it is only truth that will be reflected back. This unveiling ray allows the soul to understand all aspects of itself, either in full revelation or by incremental visions. By the innocence of this enticing ray, the self realized soul can embrace the magic of love of itself, the magic and love of itself, and gain the courage to embrace all that its infinite power and multidimensionality. Okay, so it says you may be experiencing a delicate, vulnerable time period of reevaluation. It may even feel like an identity crisis is occurring. As you ask the question, who am I? It signifies a time to become immersed in discovery of the truth of you and fall in love with whatever you discover. The amount of self love you have will be key in this situation. You are asked to embrace your situation with full compassion and love, okay? And then it's this releasing on the next page is catching my attention. Purification, spiritual cleansing, and letting go. I feel like you've been doing a lot of that, or that's what you're being asked to do. And you can feel like this is going to be a risky jump. But I'm not usually talking to like new people. I'm usually talking to people who are very familiar with all the spiritual lingo is what I'm hearing. Okay. So I feel like, there could be some things you needing to just get very reflective about, and look within yourself to see, what is it about me that doesn't like taking risks? Why am I feeling afraid of this? Why don't I want to take this step? And then fronting by Pharrell, okay, is on here. And he'd be like, I know that I'm carrying on. Never mind if I'm showing off. I was just fronting. You know I want you, babe. I'm ready to bear it all. Unless you don't care at all. But you know I want you. So I feel like you're just ready, and you're just in a place where, you could be tired of fronting, tired of putting on like, a happy front for people, or, dealing with people that you just rather not deal with. You could be dumping people a lot. You could be getting rid of a lot of people in your energy, or you could just recently come from that place where you got rid of a lot of energy. Okay. Yeah, inner child healing. Okay. So this is what is going on here. Okay. There's a lot of inner child healing. This problem that you have with taking risks, okay, it comes from you as a child. And that's what the risk card was talking about. It was talking about, well, where did the risk come from? Did you have parents, who were always budgeting and always, very afraid to take risks and do different things because they just wanted to stay stable and grounded, and they felt like if they went out of that way, they wouldn't make it? Or, have you failed at some risks in the past? Those are important. And just don't let that hold you back. That will be a limiting belief. So next was the moon, okay? So the moon represents our inner world, okay? Our hidden emotion, desires, and shadow self, okay? It also represents fears, worries, and our dreams, okay? And then we got ease and grace, okay? So I feel like your angelic team's wanting to bring in a lot more ease and grace when it comes to these types of things, making these decisions and being very reflective about who you are and what it is that you truly have to offer the world, okay? Then we got forgiveness and understanding. You need to find some forgiveness and understanding within the self, okay? It says, divine energy and associated with enlightenment and illumination and our conscious and subconscious. Okay, so your angels are bringing a lot of subconscious things up. Okay, so that it can receive this healing energy. Okay, bringing up a lot of different things where you may need to exercise some forgiveness and a little bit of understanding, and be very courageous and brave through this time. Maybe that's the risk. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I want to forgive. What if I forget and then I end up back in that thing? That's a place of fear too. Not having the trust in yourself to stand your ground and stick to what you said you were going to do. Okay, this is divine timing though that you're on, because this is going to happen. It's almost like you can't make forward movement until you make certain discoveries and realizations about yourself. You need to awaken a certain amount of light within you in order for you to get to where it is you're wanting to go. But I feel like, you could be like talking yourself out of doing whatever it is that you want to do, be it spiritual, or a relationship, or, career. So the darkness of a new moon is a time of reflection and exploring the unseen. Okay, so I feel like this is what they're wanting you to do, to sit down and meditate, and explore the unseen in order to maintain a more graceful composure in all situations, in your business, your finance, in your finances, your business, your family relationships, your love relationships, and things like that. Tapping within the self, okay, and finding those blueprints that already showed you how to do these things that you're trying to do. Like, you have these directions within you. So really your leaps of faith, most of the time, your leaps of faith aren't even, they're leaps of faith because you're jumping blindly, right? And you're waiting, you jump first and then get the net after, right? But it's like these are things that your soul already knows how to do, places your soul has already been sometimes. So sometimes all you have to do is take that little leap of faith, and sometimes a leap of faith is just a change of mindset, okay? So sometimes you take that leap of faith and then you're like, hey, like I jumped right over here, this is familiar. Like, why do I feel so comfortable after taking this leap? Because that's all spirit was trying to get you to do. Okay, we got honesty and communication. You need to be very honest with yourself, and pay attention to the ways that you are telling yourself no and keeping your own self stagnant. Okay, look, listen deeply, clear, cancel, and release. Okay, sometimes you have to clear, cancel, and release some of the thoughts and ideas that come from within you. Okay, because even they are lying to you. Okay, when you're in your egotistical frame of mind. So duality. Okay, because I wrote duality in the book, so I looked at the definition. Okay, duality is the quality or condition of being dual. Okay, you have dual natures. So the example was the novel's deep duality about human motive. Okay, and then we got confidence and cunning. But I don't know what that's really saying to me. Why is cunning here? Secret. Okay. So people could be being very sneaky behind your back, Or I feel like you have like little sneaky ways of like talking yourself out of doing things. Like you could be lacking the confidence that you need to like go forward, okay? So it says, the second definition said, an instance of opposition or contrast between two concepts or two aspects of something, a dualism. So I feel like I'm not getting this integrated type of energy. I feel like it is just like this, like the two sides of you within, you guys don't really agree on stuff. Okay. Like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the way that that sounds. I understand how it feels, actually. Um, so I feel like this is what your guides are wanting to work with you on the most at this time, on just getting you to agree with yourself. You need to know what it feels like when your head and your heart agree. So this is why you're having a hard time making decisions, because that fear is in the way of showing you how it truly feels when your head and your heart agrees. Okay. So the example was the photographs capitalize on the dualities of light and dark, stillness and movement. Okay. And then we got provide, because I feel like gaining a better understanding of duality and the kinds of choices that you make in this life, it will help you. It will help you a lot. So the soulmedic.com, okay, was talking about the spiritual law of duality, okay? So the spiritual law of duality states that everything is on a continuum and has a complementary opposite within the whole. For example, there may be two sides of a coin, excuse me, but there is only one coin, okay? But you're like sucking energy out of yourself, okay? You're sucking energy out of yourself low key. It's like um because you're operating from two different stances on things, like it's like part of you is keeping your vibration down in some sort of way. It says things that appear as opposites are in fact only two extremes of the same thing, okay? And you need to find a balance in between the two things, and that helps you conserve more energy, and also it makes you feel more confident and feel like you are provided for. So, what is this? It says death, okay, with this new beginning type of energy. This is where you're at, okay? We got family, transform, and patience, okay? So you went through a lot of things with your family, that pushed you into a higher level of transformation, and your guides are wanting you to be very patient, But let me finish explaining this, the law of duality. Yeah. So it says, things that appear as opposites are in fact only two extremes of the same thing. For example, hot and cold are varying degrees of the same thing, okay? So it says life and death, night and day, short and tall, masculine and feminine. One aspect of the spectrum is not better than the other. What one learns from experience is what matters, not the way you get to the lesson, okay? Also, you could, like I said, you're judging yourself. Why? I think I said that in the other reading, okay? But you could be judging yourself, because you feel like, you're looking at things in a very dual, black and white, night and day type of thing, good and bad, and yes, that is true, but like you shouldn't be getting attached to either extreme, okay? You should have a happy medium, okay? It says, allow your experiences to show you what is the direction for the highest potential of the seed of your soul. It says, seeing things from only one perspective is a trap that keeps you locked into one aspect of a condition. In every situation in life, under the spiritual law of duality, you are simply seeking to harmonize the duality. It is not about operating in either extreme. It's about keeping to the middle path, okay? So that's all you need is the balance, okay, between the two. And then taking risks won't be such a scary thing, or taking these steps outside of, I don't know, it's like risks won't seem so scary if you stop looking at it like, oh, it's either going to be this so great or it's going to be terrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the King of Swords. Like, when sticking to what you say when you make up your mind about things, not believing that people secretly have the power to, manipulate you or be cunning to you in any type of way, because you understand that, you understand duality. Like, when you understand duality, then evil or more darker people make a little bit more sense, because you never know what people are here to learn or what they're here to do, okay? We got the Wheel of Fortune, because this is going to have the wheel turning in your favor, okay? Yeah, we got the Ace of Cups. Have your cup overflowing and shit. What is this? The Five of Wands. But you have to chill out with this conflict on the inside of you. I feel like your spirit guides are calling judgment on you, because you're constantly arguing with yourself, constantly going back and forth with yourself, causing issues for the self. Okay, look look at your light, your dark, your masculine and your feminine, your weakness and your strengths, and put them together, and that's how you'll come into a much stronger place. And that'll help you shed certain ways of thinking, certain fears and things like that. And you can make this passionate forward motion, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like they've been waiting a long time for you to make this discovery within yourself, to realize that you're just like arguing, going back and forth with yourself at this time. And it's kind of draining on your own energy. This is what they're really saying, okay? Message. But I feel like you could have received a message about this, okay? Now could be the time for you to master receiving messages from spirit, and also, maybe they're sending you a message of, okay, water is right here. This is what fell out, but I was too busy staring at the water card. Okay, so because I'm talking about mastery, because the message card is the number 33. So I feel like this is going to help you to master your emotions and stop that inner dialogue of going back and forth. Okay, the more you know about you and how you work, the easier it is to quiet the mind. This is really true. And this is why I do so much research, okay? I do it for you. I do it for you, those of you who don't have time. We got the divine masculine. You could be just wanting to be all action, but there are some things you need to transmute, okay? Your guides are working with you to transmute certain things so that they can get you focused on your energy shifting in a proper way, Yeah. We got courage and home, which is giving me like, go ahead and do this emotional work. Have the courage to come home to yourself. That's when your new beginning starts. When you come home to the self and awaken the light body, and you can now materialize manifestations. But until then, you're just going to be going back and forth with yourself and feeling afraid to take risks and take chances. And that just kind of puts you in a loop, okay? This could be some sort of ancestral pattern that you need to break, where you're constantly going back and forth with yourself, in secret though. Like when you're around others, you come off very confident, you provide all of this good energy and this energy of balance, and, like encourage people to go toward their new beginnings and things like that. But then, still you're afraid to take risks and really look at what's going on behind that. It's almost like you're presenting the same mask for yourself that you would present to like a friend or something like that. Yeah, we got consciousness. It says self-awareness, personal realizations, and prejudice. You could also be a little bit judgy with yourself also, I'm not trying to rag on you or anything. These are things that we all go through or have gone through before, okay? But it's like things like this, these types of things come in as big epiphanies. You might hear me say it and then be like, that's not me. But then catch yourself arguing with yourself. Okay, this is kind of how it works. We got the language of light. You could be someone who speaks light language, or you could be meant to know how to speak light language, but you can't speak light language until you get everything out. Like you need to be like clear, clean as a whistle in the mind. Okay, it says rediscovery, humble wanderer and communication. And also I feel like you could be being very serious with yourself at this time, and they're wanting you to have a little bit more fun, because taking risks used to be a fun thing, okay? This is what they're talking about. You could have some energy attachments that you're needing to clear off of yourself, and just paying attention to these certain things that I'm bringing up, or even admitting that, hey, this could be a problem. That could be something that I do, that little sliver of acceptance of it is enough for spirit to stick their fingers in it and kind of open it up and expose it to you so that you can see it, Maybe this is just the kind of energy that you've been exchanging with others, with more negative people who are more negatively influenced. You could know a lot of people who self-sabotage, or you could self-sabotage because you don't really feel like you could do like whatever it is that you set your mind to. but you're here to do this divine creation, period. Yeah, and then we got the Lord Melchizedek under that with the ego-based actions. It's like this is what they're trying to bring you to a more open place where you're divinely creating, and you're just feeling a sense of euphoria from your own personal commitments and from this radical acceptance of yourself. And that's going to open you more up to the angelic realm, you know. But just know this is a team effort, okay? This is a team effort. This is, you're not doing this alone, okay? This is something that you and your guides are working on together at this time. But they're saying a need to reevaluate what you look at as a risk. Okay, we got Lucille Ball. It says on a bad day, work is the best medicine. Okay, so you could also be overworking yourself. You know, just because there's certain things that are bothering you within, you could be someone who throws yourself all into your work. Like I said, secretly, like punishing yourself, like slave driving yourself, just so that you don't have to think about taking the risk that would make you more happy. Like if you collect enough money, you're gonna start being happy or something. No, you been had money. Okay, baby, you been had money, but you're still not feeling that super joy that you want to feel. And that comes from a place of passion. It comes from a place of doing something that you love to do and that you don't really care what anyone else says about, but they love it too when they see you doing it. We got Princess Diana. Okay, it says family and children are the most important things. You could be someone, not saying it like it's a bad thing, but you put your family ahead of you, and spirit's wanting you to check that a little bit too. You need your own space as well. You need time to the self, to like, I'm really hearing like, well, these roses are giving me love. Okay, but they're white. Okay, they're giving me that pure type of love that you're needing to give to yourself. And it's okay, like if your family and children are not always the most important things, but maybe with this, if we put the energies together, you know, because it says on a bad day work is the best medicine, and then it says family and children are the most important things. Maybe you don't get to spend a lot of time with your family. Maybe you work in order to provide and provide and provide everything for them, and so that's why you don't really give yourself much time. But in working and working and working to provide everything for them, you're missing out on your family and children time, when that's the most important thing to you, you know? Then we got David Bowie, take time to play and explore. Yeah, so take a little time to play, you know, enjoy your family. You're a legend, okay? Whether you work your fingers to the bone or not, you're still going to be that amazing, light-filled, wonderful person that you are. And they're really saying like face, talk to them, do this shadow work, you know, talk to your angels and your guides, and find out the little sneaky ways that you may be like contradicting the self, for lack of a better word. Like I feel like your divine masculine could be in charge right now, you know, all action, action, action. We got Vulpecula with generosity. This is the final thought right here. Then we got Retribution with Scorpius at the bottom of the deck. Scorpius says the best revenge is to not be like your enemy. Revenge often ends up as a tragedy for both parties. Focus on your own success. Justice may be your best course. Someone may be jealous of you. Be aware of your values and how these can assist you to discern what is important to you and to build a positive ethical foundation. Nemesis energy is normal. We will always have an opposite or someone who challenges our values. Wow. The words of power says, I choose a higher path in retribution. Okay. And then this one, Vulpecula. It says, share your knowledge and good fortune, break down tasks into teamwork, assist those you know and don't know. Your generosity is often returned to you threefold. Being generous is one of the great joys in life. Do not give in expectation of return. Okay. So that's another thing. Like I said, just doing it from the heart because you love it, because you care about it, because you care about the people it's going to affect. That is far more powerful than being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get these racks or whatever, and them racks go fast as hell too. And they don't lead to other racks because you didn't do it because you loved it. You just did it for the money. And you was the money all along. You always had that energy. So the words of power says, I am generous and kind. This is positive action for me and others. Okay. And with that, I'm done. Okay. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. I'm feeling low key, low energy. Okay. I'm having like some Ascension Sisters or something like that. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.